Tyler Stanley with the Stoked Life. In this 3-part series interview, Brandon Carter and I are talking about the ketogenic diet, the keto diet. There's so much about this diet and different types of diet, but specifically we talk about the keto diet and how you can benefit from it. We also debunk a lot of the myths, and we even take a medical approach to this and talk about the benefits. So I know you'll find this interesting and intriguing, so stay to the end and watch all 3 parts of this 3-part series on the keto diet. See you on the inside.
All right, so this is so. How come everyone tells me that when if they don't know about the ketogenic diet and they just say they see me eating beef and butter and healthy fats, why do they all say I'm gonna die, man, or I'm gonna clog my arteries?
Most of these people are they don't know what they're talking about. That's why anyone can Google something and your boy Vegan Gains. There's any person go and look at a single article or even 10 articles that say eating this will give you this, and this. But
right.
Every one study, there's 2 studies that can give you more benefits towards what you're looking. I mean, it's all in what you want to find. If you want to find research on something, you can find it. You can dig enough, you'll find it. So yeah, I mean, I go with, once you start experimenting and doing actual research with yourself and working on yourself, you realize, you know what, before I badmouth this or debunk this, why don't I try it and see if it actually works?
I think that's important. It's like some people will say that personal experience shouldn't matter, shouldn't be brought into a debate or discussion about this stuff. But I'm sure you agree, because you're an actual doctor. You deal with people personally. I deal in that. Like, I'm a personal trainer, so I deal with people personally. So I think you should get your blood tested, like not just the studies or what someone says or even what I said. Go see what happens to you, because
right.
Just because even if let's say all those studies that say high fat will kill you, they don't say it's going to kill everyone. They always say it's going to a certain percentage of people are more likely to get this. You may not be that person, right? And now you done stopped eating. Now you done went vegan for no reason.
Yeah, but there's also a chunk of people that these people who eat this diet, there's an increased chance of this diabetes, heart disease. But we don't know what these people are doing with the rest of their life either.
Exactly.
Are they walking? Are they having sex? Are they lifting weights? Are they doing yoga? Do they smoke? Do they drink? Are they getting 3 hours of sleep? Are they unhappy? Are their stress hormones elevated? Are there other hormones? There's so many. It's not just diet that plays a role, although diet or nutrition is a huge factor. But these are very non-specific studies that a lot of these people are researching.
Yeah, and it's like when I look at human history and you check the actual right now, it seems like people are living longer, healthier lives. The data shows that people are living longer, healthier lives. Life expectancy is higher than it's ever been in all of human history, and it's not
starting to trend that way.
Yeah, it's not because there are more vegans, is it? Last when I checked the data, vegans are 0.5% of the population. They're not raising the life expectancy. That's not enough to raise the life expectancy so drastically, is it? Or am I wrong?
I would say you're right, but let me just throw. I'm going back to the proof is in the pudding.
Yeah,
I have patients. I mean, you gotta understand. I work in one of the busiest ERs in Southern California. I see patients, and one of the first thing when I see them in excruciating abdominal pain, puking their brains out, have gallstones, have heart disease, all these terrible things. I've asked them, tell me a little bit more about your nutrition, your diet, and they'll say, well, I went vegan or vegetarian 6 months ago, and ever since then, I haven't. This, and this has happened. And I'm like, oh, well, that's, first of all, they went drastic. They went from eating like crap to just straight vegan, which they call vegan. Some of these people are still not doing it properly, but there's a lot of things they're leaving out too. And we've touched on this briefly. our GI system, our gut, our bowels, it is the mainstay for the rest of our body and our health. It's like our first brain. In Eastern culture, they talk about that. So, these vegans, I see vegetarians and vegans, so-called vegans, label themselves that with just as many health problems as, the people who are eating chocolate and candy and all these things that cause inflammation.
Yeah.
Sugar.
Would you, I mean, okay, let me ask
Go
you.
ahead. Ask it, man.
I think I was talking to another friend of mine who's a doctor, and he said that he thinks that inflammation is the root of most diseases. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
It is not.
Inflammation is wreaking havoc on our bodies. And most of the time, you find out that a lot of this inflammation comes from nutrition, sugar, tons of carbs.
Yeah.
All of this, I hate to say this, but there's a lot of, you can eat keto or milk or some cheese with the keto diet, but a lot of these people are drinking the milk that's just has tons of, antibiotics and growth hormones and steroids pumped through their cows. So if you replace that stuff like milk, I mean, you can even do almond milk or milk that doesn't have hormones, steroids, and eat your grass-fed beef instead of the old school injected to be like, mountain lions. So inflammation is wreaking havoc, and a lot of it is caused by, one, the sugar and the carbs that are not necessary. We do not thrive on them. Loads of diseases are caused by this. And then all of these medications that these people are on are just literally, people are so, any prescription that a patient is given, the patient's going to get. Most of the time, they don't even know the name of it.
Yeah.
Medications and these chemicals are producing so much inflammation in their body.
Yeah, they wanted to put me on cholesterol medication. I said no, and that's what led me to the. That's what led me. Yeah, they want to put me on statins, and that's what led me to the ketogenic diet
of medication for your body.
Yeah,
it will lower your cholesterol, but the risk far outweigh the benefits.
Yeah.
Now,
and when I got so many other benefits, not only was it easier for me to stay ripped, and I want to talk about that in a minute, but like my skin cleared up. I have more energy. It seems like I have more mental focus, and I just feel better since I eliminated the carbs and upped the fat. And is that normal for when you see with your clients and patients?
No, 100%. I feel a lot of my clients, again, they're at the end. They said, I've tried everything. I've done everything. I've tried every nutrition plan. I've tried every workout plan, and I'm not getting results. And I say, okay, well, you've come to the right place. Let's try something else. And I don't want to hear, any resistance. You can do all the research, but just try it for a month. And after a month, literally, I'm not saying like the majority, every single one, 100% have said, my skin's better, my energy level is better, my libido is better. I'm losing weight, and I'm not even, I'm exercising, but I'm not annihilating myself.
Yeah.
My waistline, my belly, like I'm having to get new pant sizes, new jeans, and these people are you can just see they're so much more perky and fulfilled. And I'm like, it's the nutrition, man. Nutrition is 85% of it.
Yo, man. And so I know that it's going to, is that because of the way it affects your hormones? Are we talking about because the insulin is low or what?
Yes. Insulin is, there are some good things with insulin. Insulin, let's just talk about.
Yeah.
So you eat sugar, insulin is released, and that's a natural anabolic thing. So people who are looking to, bodybuilders, trying to get their muscles hypertrophied, or super crazy athletes, they'll probably need some carbs, but it's only going to be, right after their workouts where they really, really benefit for those. But most of us are not, working out hours and hours a day. So our body does not require that.
Yeah.
But, increased, hormones, yes. The fats help the hormones, men and women. And when you have think about when you're in your 20s, men and women, you have good hormones, you feel great. You don't have any medical problems. Then you get in your 30s and it's like everything starts breaking down. Start getting optimal hormones, you just start feeling better.
It's like I saw a study that it was just like some research. It wasn't like studies. It showed that when there's a correlation in the rise of heart disease and around the same time they started promoting low fat diets. Is it because, and what I've heard is because they replace it with the sugar, with the carbs. So most low fat food tastes like crap, so they put sugar in it.
They do, and they also, even these, again, the American Diabetic Association, if you go to the website, they show you meals. This is an organization that says that they want to help people who get with diabetes get less or help go away or support them. But they're promoting meals with carbs. And it's kind of like it says low fat carbs. But you're right. Back when they started promoting all these new foods and all these foods, low fat, no fat, is when there was a huge spike. And vegan gains can go Google this and find lots of studies. There's a huge spike in all of these things: heart disease, heart attacks, strokes, diabetes, and higher diabetes leads to higher levels of cardiovascular disease too.
Yeah. And then now they have the ketogenic. Will a ketogenic style diet help with diabetes and heart disease? And does it really help you? Because people try to tell me that it doesn't. It won't. I tend to believe other people. I wanted to talk to a doctor about it.
Especially diabetes. You're not getting these insulin spikes.
Yeah.
Very little to hardly any. You're not getting these insulin spikes that are going to burn out your pancreas. And it's kind of funny. I have patients. One of my first wellness clients was on 2 these medications, and he said, "My doctor's getting ready to start me on insulin because these aren't even working anymore." And I said, "No, let's stop. Keep taking them. But I want you to check your blood sugars much more regularly." And we got him on super low carbs, the ketogenic diet, high fats, moderate protein, and by the end of 16 weeks, my boy was off of his diabetic medications.
All of them.
He was off of them.
Wow.
And in that process, he burned like 35 pounds of fat. His face looked, the guy was saying, "Oh my God, everyone at work," he was a doctor too. He's like, "Everyone at work is like looking at me going, what has happened to you?" And he's like, "I don't have to carry around these diabetic medications with me anymore. I don't have to check my blood sugars 3 times a day anymore." He's like, it makes us think, why do we go to and do all this schooling when a lot of the things we taught were kind of crap.
All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this 3-part series interview with Brandon Carter, where we get down and dirty on the keto diet, and we talk about the benefits as well as ways to make the keto diet better. If you're interested in the live one-on-one coaching with the Stoked Life Wellness or any of my other programs, they're all going to be linked below. So click below if you're interested in scheduling a one-on-one consult with me, where we actually use the ketogenic diet, the keto-ish diet, in the programs that I use to help you reclaim your health and fitness, burn the fat, gain the muscle, and get the life you want, become fulfilled, the optimal version of yourself. So click below if you're interested. There will also be a link for some other programs as well as my YouTube channel. So click below. I love you. See you on the inside.